Is Stranger Things a distant memory to you? Watch this simplified recap to get ready for Season 5 coming out this year. But stay to the end of our 4-season recap because we will reveal how this final season will roll out, and it's either going to excite or frustrate you. Let's go recap. Season 1 was about the disappearance that changed everything. We begin in Hawkins, Indiana, small town, big secrets. It's November 6, 1983. A group of middle school boys, Mike, Lucas, Dustin, and Will, are wrapping up their Dungeons and Dragons game. They ride home on their bikes, totally unaware that their lives are about to be ripped open. That night, Will Byers is riding home when something terrifying chases him. He makes it to his house, but he disappears. No one knows where he went. His mom, Joyce, is frantic. His brother, Jonathan, is confused. And the local police chief, Jim Hopper? He's just trying to get by until things get spooky. Joyce hears her missing son talking through the lights. But that's just the beginning. Meanwhile, a girl with a shaved head escapes from a nearby government lab called Hawkins Lab. She's got a hospital gown, no name, and telekinetic powers. She's soon found by the boys, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas, while they're out searching for Will. They name her 11, or L for short. Hawkins Lab, run by the creepy Dr. Brenner, is hiding something. They were experimenting with 11, trying to amplify her powers. In doing so, they accidentally opened a portal to the Upside Down, and something hungry got through, the Demogorgon. Nancy Wheeler, Mike's sister, is dating Steve Harrington, your classic 80s cool guy. But when her friend Barb disappears at a pool party, Nancy teams up with Jonathan to figure out what's really going on. Barb got eaten. As Joyce becomes more convinced Will is alive and communicating through lights and walls, Hopper starts digging, and what he finds at the lab confirms everything. There's a gate, a monster, and Will might be trapped in the Upside Down. The kids create a sensory deprivation tank to help 11 locate Will in the Upside Down. She finds him barely alive. Hopper and Joyce rescue him while the kids face off with the Demogorgon at the school. 11 sacrifices herself, seemingly disintegrating the monster and herself with her powers. And so, Season 1 ended. With 11 gone, and Will back, nothing in Hawkins would ever be the same again as we saw in the next season. Let's take 2 minutes to remember what went down in Season 2. It's now 1984, 1 year later, and life in Hawkins is almost back to normal. Season 2 begins with Will struggling with PTSD, or so it seems. He's having terrifying visions of a massive spider-like creature in the sky, the Mind Flayer. Meanwhile, 11 is alive, but hiding. 2 new characters arrive, Max, the skateboarding tomboy who quickly joins the group, and her stepbrother Billy, a violent, unpredictable jerk with a mullet. Max starts bonding with the boys, except Mike, who misses 11, and isn't ready for a new friend. Turns out Hopper's been hiding 11 in a remote cabin to protect her from the lab, but she's getting restless. After learning more about her past, she runs away to find her mother and ends up meeting Callie, another girl with powers who helps her harness her rage. This side quest divides fans. She ditches the waffles and gets eyeliner and punk boots, but it's crucial for 11's growth. Back to Will. Will isn't just seeing visions, he's being possessed by the Mind Flayer. His body becomes a host, and he's now the enemy within. The more the creature takes over, the less Will remains. Dustin finds a strange little creature and secretly raises it. Bad idea. It turns into a baby Demogorgon that he names Dart, who's cute at first but murderous later. Steve Harrington steps up big time this season as he becomes the unlikely protector of the kids, forming a bromance with Dustin and earning the title of Mom of the Year. The group realizes the only way to stop the Mind Flayer is to close the gate. But first, they need to exorcise the creature from Will, and that means turning up the heat, literally, as one of the Mind Flayer's weaknesses is heat. Meanwhile, 11 returns just in time, more powerful than ever, and descends into the gate chamber like a boss. With blood pouring from her eyes and screams echoing, 11 slams the gate shut. It's epic. The Mind Flayer is gone, for now, and the Hawkins Lab gets shut down. The kids finally get to attend their school dance, the snowball, and for once, there's a bit of peace. But as the camera flips upside down, we see the Mind Flayer still looming over Hawkins from the other side. It's not over. With that ominous scene we conclude the recap of Season 2. Just 2 more quick season recaps and a bonus you won't want to miss in the next video. Subscribe now.